I see a lot of traders talking about how you can't trade these volatile markets without taking on huge risk. The fact is that's unnecessary, and you're taking on huge risk because you don't have a plan and you don't know where to trade. Stay tuned and I'll show you how we make a plan using prediction points. I'll run you through some of the other tools that we use. And I'll show you how you can trade these markets not only without taking huge risk, but with taking very small risk and trade very accurately. Welcome back to Day Trade Like a Pro. It is Thursday, April 2nd. And I want to run you through a little bit here. Basically, the way the markets work with prediction points, this is just a 5-minute chart, and we're looking from, we have these blue lines and we have the orange lines. These other prices are key turns. It's a proprietary price that we have that if we're above it, we're trading long, and if we're below it, we're trading short. And I'm not going to go into detail on that right now, but you can see we came down here. We had the unemployment numbers that came out. We rallied after that, which makes tons of sense. That unemployment claim is 6.5 million people don't have jobs, and the market's rallied 100 points today. But all of that aside, as traders, it really doesn't matter. We're not trading that. We're trading based on what's the market doing, and we want to ride that. So this morning here, we looked for a couple of things. Number one, out of the gate, we were looking for a selling opportunity. We got that right here at 71. They sold off all the way down to 41 area. So this worked out for about 30 points. And then we couldn't hold down below here. And then it was up here. They came back up above the prediction point and held. And then took off from there. We topped out right there at 23, and then we came back. We held here at the key turn, which was also the CP level at 83. They came back up to 15, which they held this time now. So there's 30 points on that trade. And then they held that, and they brought it back down into this area. They ended up holding up over here and then moving this up higher. And we said 25, and we got 25 to the tick. And I want to just jump over here and show you in the chat. We have, where are we here? Right there. So what you can see right here, down in the chat here, this is where a bunch of our traders are talking with each other. Let's go back to right here, we said at 1250, we said 2,500 minimum. And you can see, let's just jump back over here. This is 1250 right here. The market's pushing up higher. We were buying this whole pullback, all of this down here. By the way, also we'll just pull this up so you can see this here as well. Right here, before that, we said at 80, so we said watch 80 or 79 for a breakdown. So if they break 80 or 79, that was at 1237. If they break 80 or 79, it's a breakdown. Otherwise, it's a pullback, and we want to be buying it for getting long. So the low of this move was 80 quarter. Looks like it was 80 quarter. So the low of this move was 80 quarter. I was off by a tick. Sincerest apologies for that. So then what happened is they rallied from all the way from 80 and back up to 25 to the tick, and then they sold off a bit from there, about 20 points. So pretty incredible day, and I want you to see that as in the live trade signals, which you can actually do a trial of the live trade signals. You can go do a 14-day trial here. We want you to see if you think it's a fit for you. You can't pay for this. You can't buy it. It's you've got to be, if you can't make money here with us, you can't stay. That's the way this works. So we had, we have some traders who are really having fantastic days. We've had, we've got a few guys that are up 100 grand this week in this room. Anyway, you can really see there's a lot of engagement in here. Some of it is when it's slow, there's some messing around, but there's a lot of talking about trading and what's actually going on here in the market. What is it that we're looking for? What type of trades are we taking? Some of the more senior traders will post what they're looking for in the market. And so we've seen some very good days here in the live trade signals. So I'd encourage you to go sign up for that and just sign up for the trial and come check it out, and we'll see if it's a good fit for you. And I'm going to jump over here and I'm going to show you this is something that we use called Backfill. And I've been watching this in these markets, and you just see how the blue vertical lines are showing buying pressure, and then the red vertical lines are showing selling pressure. And you can just see right here, we had this buying pressure here. We had a pretty decent bounce, and then we had buying pressure. This ends up being the low of the day. And then we had selling pressure on this candle, and this doesn't repaint. I get that question all the time. I didn't even know what it meant. I had to go look it up. No, it doesn't repaint. This is what it looks like in real time. And then this was the high of the day. We had the selling pressure, and then it ended up selling off all the way back down to here. So we sold off from 23 down to 56, so like a 70-point move down there. And then we had some selling pressure again over here when we hit 25, and we sold off 20 points from there. So that's something, if you haven't seen Backfill, I strongly suggest you go check it out. That's on the homepage, daytradelikeapro.com, under Tools for Traders. You can check out Backfill. And I would just really regret not showing you. Here's the first box of the trading session today for the regular trading hours. Got a long signal at 55, and it ended up going 70 points. Got a short signal. This one ended up going 40 points. So then we had you can just see. And then we had another, this one ended up going about 8 points. And then we had a short signal here from 75 down to 55. So that went about 20 points. Here's a buy. We'll just call this one buy signal. So buy signal at 24.64. And if you just held that the whole time, that one ended up going about 80 points. So it's like a 200 and something point day, just following the signals on the box. I mean, if you can't make money doing this, and this is not a day that I specifically picked out today, this is just a pretty normal day in these markets using the box. That's why it's a lot of our traders, it's their favorite tool that they have. It's very simple, straightforward to understand, and you can see it really does a nice job of picking out these big runs that happen in the market. So there you have it. If you want to go see that, same Day Trade Like a Pro, Tools for Traders, the box. We also have the auto box, which will automatically trade the signals that the box gives you. You don't even have to click the button. It'll do it for you. So go check that out. And if you're not in the live trade signals and you want to be a professional trader, you are missing out. So come check it out. We'd love to have you come hang out with us for a couple weeks and see if it's a fit. And below the video, I'll put a link here where you can go get each of the different things that I talked about. If you have questions, shoot us an email, let us know. Happy to help however we can. And we'll see you in the live trade signals in the morning.